I'm sorry, she swallowed blood. Hey guys, this is the second video that I have filmed today. I am currently looking for directions to my maternal fetal medicine office. I only went there once and they moved it. It used to be in the hospital that I deliver at, and now it's like a couple blocks away. I'm giving myself like an extra 30 minutes to get there because Orlando traffic is an absolute nightmare. So like I said, I'm on my way to my appointment. I'm not gonna vlog the whole car visit. I'm just updating you guys really quickly. This is my follow-up from my 20-week level 2 ultrasound. I had my anatomy scan that flagged some things, and then I had my level 2 ultrasound. I will link both of those videos here. So going into this appointment, they wanted to schedule a 4-week follow-up because they wanted to check on her skull measurements one more time because they were just a little bit small. They didn't say it was like super alarming, but they were smaller than normal. So they're gonna make sure that that's at least still on its own growth curve. And then they're also gonna look at the echogenic focus that's in her heart. It's in her left ventricle. And there was also a small mass outside of her stomach. I'm 24 weeks exactly today, so I'm excited to see how big she's gotten. I actually really want to see like if they can tell me how much she weighs. Hopefully, you know, they can at least like tell me some things. The tech that I had last time was so nice, and I really liked the doctor that I had last time, so I'm hoping that it's the same tech and doctor, but I don't know if it will be. Okay, so I just got out of my appointment. I am going to finish the video here before I get on the highway, just for safety reasons, obviously. Everything seems fine, so I'm just gonna confidently say that I think it's okay. It was like the same type of ultrasound. It was the same tech and the same doctor, which I'm so happy about because if you guys watched the last videos about this, I absolutely loved the tech and the doctor. They were both so sweet and attentive. The tech like even did 3D for me, and she's like, we don't do 3D here. She did it because she was like, she just looks so cute, and I hope she doesn't get in trouble for like showing me 3D pictures, but I didn't ask because I didn't know if like they would do that. I don't have the ultrasound report on my phone yet, but basically her head is like completely normal now, and she is head down. I don't know, I know that like the second trimester is the most common trimester for them to like flip all over the place. She could be like breached tomorrow again, but they said as of right now she's head down. Last time she was breached, so they think that what was causing her measurements, I think they said dolichocephaly, which is like that football shape from ear to ear. It was a little bit off. It was like over a week behind. The doctor said that her head measurements are completely normal now, and that's really good. So he said he's like not even concerned about her skull anymore at all. That's not even anything on his radar. Her echogenic focus, I was hoping that they would be gone because she has 2, but her echogenic intracardiac focus is still there. It's still in the left ventricle, but the doctor said again with that, that's not even something that he is concerned about. He said it's not even something that we need to follow up on, and her heart still looks really good. Her heartbeat was 146, I believe, which was really good. He said the only thing that they would want to follow up on is her echogenic focus outside of her stomach. So they did look at that. It's still there. They still don't know what it is. He was looking at it. He said now that they look at it, it could be like possibly the tail end of her spleen, because it's like exactly where her spleen is. You still can't really tell if it's like on the stomach lining, if it's the spleen, what it is really. And he did say that she had debris in her stomach, which was interesting. But he said, I guess it sounded way more alarming to me as somebody that's like not in the medical field. But he said there was debris in her stomach, and that he like so nonchalantly was like, yeah, she probably just swallowed a little bit of blood. Maybe there was a clot in your amniotic fluid and she swallowed it, and that's what it is. And it's probably not going to go anywhere because she's not really filtering anything out yet, but it's fine. I'm sorry, she swallowed blood? I was like, yeah, it's normal, it's totally fine. And I was like, okay, whatever you say, because that does not sound normal. But that wasn't there last time. But it wasn't like a mass, it just looked like shadowy stuff. He said that he does want to follow up on the bright spot outside of her stomach a little bit. So it's like the only thing. But because everything was good, I do not have to go back to maternal fetal medicine, which is good because it's far and it's expensive. I'm just gonna follow up with my OB. He said to have another ultrasound between 32, I think he said between 30 to 34 weeks. He said really no later than 34 weeks if we're wanting to look at like anatomy. So like her stomach, because then the baby can be too big. So I think I'll probably have to have another ultrasound around 32 to 34 weeks. I actually saw my doctor today anyway, and she said she will do an ultrasound at 34 weeks for me. Usually she likes to do them at 35, but because of my history, she wants to do it a little bit sooner. Most likely at this point, I'm definitely having one more ultrasound at 34 weeks, and then most likely one more before delivery to check growth and all of that. But maybe if everything looks really, really good at 34 weeks, I don't need to have one at the very end of pregnancy. So fingers crossed that I don't. That's just part of being more of a high-risk pregnancy, I guess. But I wanted to show you guys the pictures really quickly. So this is like the front of her face and her top lip and her chin. Like you can see both nostrils. This is her profile. This is a little bit of her umbilical cord. She was grabbing her big toe. So this is her hand and this is her foot. And the doctor was so funny. He was like, guess how big her foot is? I was like, I don't know, like maybe half an inch. And he was like, we can measure it. Do you want to know how big her feet are? And I was like, okay. And he measured it. And when he put the measurement, he like dragged it across the screen. He was like, oh my gosh, that's a big foot. Her feet are 4¼ centimeters, which he said is about 2 inches long. This one, she had both of her hands, like she was laying on her hands and her arms. And they were able to tell me that she weighs 1 pound 7 ounces and she is in the 54th percentile, which is perfect. Can't believe she's already almost 1.5 pounds. I feel like that's huge, but I don't know. You guys know I make big babies because Brody was 8 pounds and he was 2 weeks early. So if she follows the same growth curve that Brody was on, and she's not early, I am probably looking at like a 9 or a 10 pound baby. I just wanted to update you guys and make this video because my first video and then the follow-up, if any of you guys are newer to my channel and you found my channel from one of those videos, this is like the complete follow-up, I would say. Thank you so much to everybody for watching this video. Thank you for all of your prayers. I know everybody said they still haven't stopped praying for us, and I'm just so appreciative and thankful and blessed, and I love you guys so much, and I love having this platform. It means so much to me and so much to our family. I'm gonna end the video here. It finally feels good. I can like relax a little bit because I was just so, I don't know, I feel like I was probably more absent this month because I've just been, I don't know, stressing about this appointment. I knew I had it coming up. Don't forget to check out all of my socials down below if you guys would like to follow my pregnancy a little bit more closely. I post on Instagram a lot. But I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video.
Where you move, make me blind. You will always be there. There's no doubt in my mind. You will always be there. Heading out to see ya and leave the rest behind.